water and black tank. For city water here, you just pop this off. You screw in your hose there. It's hooked up to your can spot, the faucet, the can spot there.
Right to left. Okay.
So what that does, it bypasses your tank. It goes straight to your water lines, to your faucets. So it's pressurized through the spigot and the can spot. This here, if your can spot doesn't have a city water hookup, you just put your hose in there. You start to fill it up. Inside, there's a monitor panel that shows you your levels. Once it gets up to full, you come out here, unhook your hose. You have a overflow air line right there. I don't recommend filling it up until water comes out of there.
Don't.
Reason for that is you got a plastic tank, and if you overfill it, it expands. And you got really thin brackets that holds it in, so it can break the brackets.
How do we know it's full?
So inside that monitor panel, you'll just go inside when you're filling it up, and then once you see it get up to full, then you come out here and unhook it. Which I'll show you more once we get inside.
Gotcha, I got you.
And then of course you have to have your water pump on for this to keep pressurized. Your water pump sucks from your tank to your faucets. So this, you don't use water pump, this you do.
Okay.
And get your water heater here. So this is an 1 1/8" socket for it. You just put that inside here. You'll tighten that up. We want to make sure it's tight. Now once you start to fill this up, so say you're using your fresh water, you're going to have your water pump on. It's going to start putting pressure to here. It's your pressure valve. You lift this up until water starts to come out, then you'll close it. Always make sure water comes out of there before you turn it on, just so you know it's full. And of course, when you're
a lot to know here.
What's that?
It's a lot to remember.
Oh yeah,
It's okay. I'm recording now. Early was not recorded, but it's okay.
Okay.
So yeah, this is probably the most knowledge you're gonna hear about this whole tour. Everything else is kind of self-explanatory. This one here takes some time.
I smell gas now.
Yeah. So this here, you're probably smelling that forklift over there. So this one here, you want to lift this up until water comes out. Once water comes out, you close that, and then you can go inside, turn it on. It'll take about 20 minutes to heat up fully. Now, when you go to drain this, it's going to have a lot of pressure to it. So if you're using your water pump for this, make sure your water pump's off. If you're using your city water, make sure you're unhooked. And then you're going to lift this up until water stops coming out. Once water stops coming out, then you can pull that. You don't want to just go ahead and pull that because it's going to have a lot of pressure to it. So once you pull that plug, it's going to spray out at you.
So make sure everything's turned off before I pretty much do that.
Right.
Okay.
And then the switches to turn this on is inside. You have the gas and electric for it. So that's a preference. Gas heats up faster, but electric saves you gas.
Okay.
The one there, I didn't get. I didn't know that it's not on.
That's a side on. Oh my God.
You got your refrigerator vent here. So I always recommend popping this off. You just turn these little caps here. So this one's already off. This will pop out. And then you go through and clean this inside. You'll get spider webs, mud daubers nests, stuff like that. So you just want to clean the inside of it.
Okay.
Just maintenance for your refrigerator so that way it has proper airflow. There's got to be a hole in there.
What it looks like here. You got one?
There you go. It's cold.
There we go. It pops in. Let's see if that works. Huh? It's going to show you up now, ain't it?
Yeah.
Should have a little dot there, or a little teeth.
Yeah. So this got to be right in the square.
I think because of the screw might cause it.
Well, I'll take a look at that and see, because it should be just that easy to put it in and out. So I'll come back here and take a look at that. Okay. It's 30-amp service, hook up there. This is a dog bone. We sell these in store.
Got it.
So say you're at a camp spot that only has a 50 amp service, you're gonna want that 30 to 50 adapter. Or if you want to plug it into your house, you need a 30 to the 15, so you can plug into the extension cord.
That's a smaller one, ain't it?
Yep, 30 amp. Yep.
I got the bigger. I got both cords in there already in the cart. So I got the one that you can plug at your house,
Right.
and one that you can plug at the campsite.
Yeah. So when you go to a 30 to 50, you're not really upgrading much. It's the same cord, but when you go to a 30 to 15, now you're downgrading, so you're not going to be able to use a lot. So your AC and your microwave, you can't really run both of them at the same time. You can run the AC only. And also, when you're plugged in, if you have like a coffee pot or a vacuum, those tend to trip breakers too.
Oh yeah.
You got your sewer hookup here.
Yep.
Got your black and gray. So this is your black tank. That's your gray tank. When you're dumping your tank, you're gonna pull your black tank first. That's just toilet only. Your gray is your faucets. So the black goes first. Once that's done, you're still gonna have a little bit of residue right here. When you pull that gray, that's just dirty water. It cleans that out. If you don't have a sewer hose, I recommend the one in-store that has a clear hookup, so that way you can see what's water and what's not. Nothing worse than pulling that hose and there's still doo-doo hanging out there.
Oh, I don't want that. Yeah. No, I don't want that crap. That's it. It hooks up to that big tube we got.
Yeah.
And it can clear it.
Yeah. You got your coax input there. So if you have a satellite,
Okay.
you could hook up there.
Yeah.
You got your bumper end caps, so these pop off. Typically, that's where customers put their sewer hoses.
Yeah.
I've seen fishing rods in there as well.
Over there. Yeah, that is.
No.
Yep. I know if I'm going to put this there too. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Your cage here, this back pin, if you pull this back pin out,
shit.
same on that side, this will come down.
Put bikes. Put bicycles.
Bikes there.
Yeah.
Firewood on top too.
Or generator.
There you go.
Yep. Huh.
It's pre-wired for a backup camera. We sell
Yeah.
those in store. All it is, it's a Furion system. You take the 4 screws out. There's a wire back there that you plug into your camera. The camera comes with a screen that plugs into your truck, and it Bluetooths from the camera to the screen.
I'm sorry those things, you know.
I know.
$500-600, guarantee you.
Probably.
I'll
Back
bet you.
here.
More storage.
Back here, this is your hookup here for a grill.
Oh.
That runs all to the front. So this little valve here, this is your on and off, and it's also your lock. So you, when you go hook your hose in, you have to have this turned. That's your off.
Yeah.
So when you hook your hose up, now it's in. Now it's on and it locks it in place. So you can't get that
That's
hose
running off
out.
the gas that's on here.
What's that?
That's on run on the gas that's in here, right? Hooked up to the trailer.
Yeah. So this runs all the way to your tanks up front.
Yeah, that's yeah.
Yeah. So with this on, it's not having gas come out right here.
Okay.
But you have to have your hose hooked up.
I bought one of those flat trailer grill and all that. So I got a 40 the 40 pounders. I think it is. I thought I was gonna try it or whatever.
Heck yeah.
But this one here, I was watching a demo. See, this one ain't got it. The demo that he showed me on here does not have it. You should be able to, if it's raining, he said this in here just pop up. If you want to reach in there and grab what you need because it's raining outside, you can grab it. But you can't do it with these. And I don't know why, but it didn't have no handle. You should be able to reach in here and grab it, but it don't have no. This will not come up. What it does?
Yeah, it will.
It is a piece of wood. It comes up underneath the bed.
Yeah.
And home box there.
We'll take a look once we get inside and see.
Okay.
You got your stabilizer jack switch there. Get your extend or retract. So right now it's fully extended. So then you hit the button.
How do you check and level? Just put it on the back?
So you don't level with these jacks.
Okay.
You only level with your tires and the front tongue jack.
So you put it all front tongue jack, that's it?
Yep. So this is just your stabilizer. So you want to draw it down to where it touches. You don't want to pick the unit up with it. It's not ready for the weight.
Yeah.
So you're going to level this unit first. Your tires going to be your side to side. Your tongue jack's going to be your front to rear. Once you get it leveled, then you'll bring your stabilizer jacks down. So these are going to be last. You get your side to side done
So
first.
basically you just measure the front, that's it.
Well, yeah, and then you put 2x4s underneath the tires if it's two sideways. But
Yeah.
it's rare cases.
2x4.
Yeah.
Most of them you got concrete or whatever, but
Yeah.
but it's better to bring some 2x4s with you then.
Right. So
Okay.
I always recommend in store we have the stick-on levels. So you're still gonna the very first time you go put it on there, you're still gonna have to get your 4-foot level out.
Yeah.
And then you're gonna make sure you get it level first. And then once you get level, you put the stick-ons on there. So now the next time you go to make it level, You don't have to bring 4 foot level out to sea. You just look at your camper, look where it's supposed to be level at, and you just raise it up.
Where does the stick-on levels go?
So typically you put it in the front.
On the tongue?
Typically up here. Typically right here and then right here.
Oh, okay.
But you want to level it first before you do that.
Yeah,
You don't want to stick it on there.
Yeah. Once it gets leveled?
Yep. So your tongue jack is going to raise it up or
Mhm.
lower it down to whatever it is level.
Yeah.
And then your side to side, you might have to put a couple 2x4s underneath.
Okay. Okay.
But
Little,
if you're on
little
a
2 by
concrete
4
pad, it's typically level on the sides.
Okay. Okay. All right. Stick on level. All right. Let's see. All right.
Outside hookups here, your output for TV.
For outside?
Yep. And this is all GFI ran, so if anything ever trips, you just go inside and reset it.
Okay.
Then you get your outside speakers there.
They taking that lights already. Outside speakers are jamming out. Pioneer upgraded. Very neat. They have to run those awnings, everything on the inside switch.
Yep, it's inside. Is there any questions for me as far as the outside goes?
Well, the only thing, these are fold outs, right?
This lifts up and over, so this will just lift up like this. And it latches in place here, so you just pull this out and it'll come back down. These little tabs here allow you to raise and lower these legs.
Okay.
You just want to be careful when you do that because, as you can see, this right here is really close to the door.
Mm-hmm.
So if you raise it up too high, that could hit the bottom of the door. It could bend this, and it can also scrape this to where it's raw metal. Raw metal with water, it rusts.
Yeah.
So you just want to be careful of that.
Hold on, I never use that. Hope it's fine everywhere I go.
Yeah, it should be. It just depends on where you're at. If it's really high grounds, then you have to lower it. But if it's too low, you have to raise it up high.
Okay. All right. Does this come? Does this fold?
Yeah, this lifts up. So you lift this up, and typically you put it right there so it locks the door in when you're traveling.
Okay.
So when you're using it, just leave it like that.
Yeah. Okay. These switches here or
Yeah. So this is going to be your
awning?
awning switch there, extend retract. It's a manual switch, so as long as you're pushing the button, it's going to go out. As soon as you let off, it stops.
Stops, yeah.
So there's a little flap that comes down that lets you know it's all the way out.
Mm-hmm.
Unfortunately, we're too close to the building, so I can't bring out and show you. I can still bring out a little bit to show you the function of it. It's a manual switch, so as soon as I let off, it stops. Typically, I recommend bringing it in when it's raining real bad, or if it's got real bad winds, just so it don't damage the arms. But, yeah. And then you can see on the switch there it says extend and retract. So if you bring it out past the flap, what's going to do is going to overextend and come back in the other way. It won't hurt it, but the next time you go to hit the extend button, it's not going to do anything. You're going to have to hit retract to bring it out and then come back in.
When it don't want to go out or in, you have to retract it.
Yep, so once you see that flap come out, you just let off of it and then bring it back in when you're done. You got your light switches down there as well.
That's for inside.
Yep, you got your inside main switch, and then you got your LED awning. So this is your mains, and then this is your awning switch.
Outside?
Yep.
Okay. Well, that's good lights. Smoke alarm. That's good for fire.
Radio here, this is your power mute button, so you turn that on.
That's a radio?
Bluetooth. Outside, be able to listen to music outside too.
Yep. So you got your zones. Zone 1 is inside, Zone 2 is outside. So if you just want to listen to music outside, you'll hit 1. Red means it's off, blue means it's on. So that's the outside playing there.
Wow.
And vice versa, if you just want to listen to music inside, set the outside off, you can do so. Or run both at the same time. BT stands for Bluetooth, so if you push that button, you have Bluetooth there.
Mm-hmm. Bluetooth into your phone.
Yep. AM, FM, back to that. Now when you go turn this off, if you push the button, that's a mute. So it mutes, it's still running off your battery. So that'll drain your battery over time. So when you go shut it off, you gotta push and hold.
Hold on, big
Stand
TV.
by.
That
shuts
a
it off.
TV track. What that means? Backer.
That's where you're gonna put your mount.
Black thing that you put, a little black thing you have.
Just your TV mount.
TV mount, one of the black mounts, right?
Yeah, whichever one you get.
So it should be able to get a big TV.
Yeah, you can get like a swivel mount,
Swivel mount, yeah.
so you can bring it out more if you want to. If you want to have a little bit bigger TV.
Can't go too big.
No.
Like that,
You just want to make sure when you install it, you get right here the sticker. Sometimes the sticker is off a little bit, so if you don't use studs, you use plywood. So this should be all. You can see it's kind of. Yep. So as long as you put your TV mount right there where the sticker is, and if it's not there, then we'll reinstall it for you. Warranty will cover it.
Okay. And if it's not there, put it in here.
Yep.
That's where the whatever it's called, the bolts, whatever it is, it have that.
The anchor screws for it.
Okay. All right. Is this AC and
Thermostat.
heat?
Yep. So you got your mode switch here.
Okay.
So right now it's off. You push it again. You got your fans, low, high, cool, which is your AC,
Okay.
and then you got your auto, which is your fan speeds. And you push again, it's on heat. This controls your temperature. So right now it's 85. We can turn it down or up.
And that'll turn on up there.
So actually, turn it down.
Oh, it goes in vents under the ground. Huh?
Yep, you got your vents on the floor for your furnace, and then your vents up top is for your AC only. So the bottoms are for your furnace, then the top's for your AC.
What is that there? The AC?
This is your AC. So when your AC is running, you want to make sure that these are closed.
Mm-hmm.
If you have them open, what that does, it shuts off your vents. So that just makes it central. So
I have them open. I don't like it.
So you want to make sure if it's open, it's not pushing through those vents. It's not pushing through that vent over there. You have to make sure it's closed. So once it's closed, it's going to start pushing through your vents.
Okay, so it circulates the whole entire frame.
Yeah, the only time you really want to have this open is when you first get in it. It's going to be really hot. So you just want to cool the central area first and then turn it back over.
Well, we'll have to. You were saying something like, it ain't got a skylight in here, and all that. Because most of them can give you a light in there, so it'll be dark when you shut this.
Yeah.
So what I'm thinking about, I guess I'll do is one of those stick-ons, sticking inside the shower, and your battery operated, which gives you some light.
Oh yeah.
Something like that. So there's no light in it. That's the only light you have.
Right.
Now, if I want to get something bigger, I could here. I would probably go out. Not too much fall, of course, but I don't want to hit that light. But it's going to be where it has. That's a small. I mean, it ain't got. We ain't gonna put a whole bunch in there. If you got 8 people in there, you're gonna have suitcases in there and stuff.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna have to worry about that. They just get you to it. My like you go over here, yeah, you go freaking head anyway. Oh well. Oh yeah. Okay.
That's your monitor panel there. To think about. So right here, you got your levels. So right now it's got full, 2/3, everything. When you push the button for fresh, right now it says empty. It looks like it says 1/3, but if you actually get over it, you can see it's just bouncing off that light.
Yeah.
But when you're filling up the outside, you're gonna come in here. You're just gonna push that button. When you see it get up to full, you go outside, unhook it, and this is your water pump switch there. So you're gonna have that on, to have it pressurized. And then you get your hot water, gas, and your electric. So that's just preference.
For the water pump, everything gotta be off, like you said.
Yeah, when you're not using it, everything's off. When you're using it, you're going to have your water pump on, and then make sure water comes out of that pressure valve for your water heater before you turn it on.
It's a small bath.
Got your fuse box and breakaways. And they're all labeled what they're supposed to be on there. Labels for them.
Okay. Those are breakers and fuses. Okay. Always good to be able to buy some more fuses then.
Oh, yeah. And they're all mainly 15, so I always recommend getting a couple extra 15s.
Yes, 15s.
They're the car automotive fuses.
Is that a 20 in the middle? I can't see it. Is that a 5 or a 20?
Yes, 20.
20. Yeah.
Yeah, 40.
40 something. Just like the semi. Yeah. Same color coded.
Refrigerator. You got your buttons up top here. So this turns it on and off. Right now it's on. It's on auto. So what that means is it's automatically going to go to electric first. We're plugged in, so it's running off electric. So say we're not plugged in, it's on auto. It's going to try to go to electric, but realize that we're not plugged in. It's going to automatically go to gas. So if you just want to run off of gas only, you push that button. Now it's going to start trying to light on gas side. If it doesn't light for whatever reason, the check light will come on. So typically that's either you're out of LP or there's an issue with your refrigerator. But since we're plugged in, we just want to leave on auto.
You probably really base it on electric, but we use that anyway.
Yeah, it saves you gas. And then this just turns it off there.
Okay.
Got your keys there for it.
Keys are for.
Get your compartment doors and your entry door.
Okay, perfect.
Okay.
All right.
With your stove here, this is a glass top, so you just want to make sure that this is down when you're traveling so it don't slam and bust.
Yeah. That's all right. Well, basically it.
That's pretty much all the main stuff. You got some storage underneath here as well.
Yes.
And then for your bedroom, you also have storage underneath the bed as well.
Try this.
Yeah, that's what I was showing him. Storage there, and you can be able to put your phones in here, reach in there, and you can plug them in. And another TV outlet in here.
Got your emergency exit window here. This will just pop out like that. And then you can pull this out. And then that's how you'd access the exit window.
Get out, yeah.
Or you could just have it sitting there and
Get some air.
Get some air coming in here. I will say these are kind of a pain to get back in though. These screens.
Mm-hmm.
They make them very tight fit.
This one ain't got a screen. It's got a screen, but only one side opens anyway.
Oh, this one is wrong.
Yeah. Got a little blind. Pull it down for relaxation.
Yeah, done.
Untie it and then both sides. Yeah. Then tie it up and hold it up. Yeah, you can see what. So that's for the blinds.
Yeah, sometimes these lose tension, so you just
Tighten them
spin
back
these
up.
around here, and it tightens it up.
Oh, just close it like this.
Uh-huh.
Looks like this.
Wi-Fi.
So it's pre-wired for a Wi-Fi booster. So if you use to buy the Wi-Fi booster, you just take these screws out and you hook up the wires to it.
Oh, okay.
Basically, I don't know a whole lot about it, but from what I was told, it just helps you get better Wi-Fi signal in your area. So if your camp spot offers Wi-Fi, it kind of gets a better signal.
I don't think they really do too much. Really. Camping's camping.
Yeah.
I'll use it for my TV. A TV wouldn't be bad if you can afford a dish and get the satellite.
Right.
Maybe something like that. I don't when I go camping. My phone. That's what I like. We don't need no camp. That's fine.
Yeah.
But other than that, so
That's pretty much it. The main parts.
make sure the only thing I'm going to learn is the hot water outside. Make sure it's turned on off. Turn it off before I run that water or drain it out once the water leaks or whatever, right? And then I have to watch that video again.
Yeah.
And make sure it's all off in here.
Right.
When I'm not using it, turn it off. When I'm using it, turn it
Yep.
off.
So with the water heater, say you're weekend camping, you hook it up. You got water going through the water heater. Once you turn that water heater switch on, you can leave it on the whole week.
Okay.
It's got a temperature on there, so it's set. I don't know the temperature, what it's supposed to be set to, but I know once it gets up to that temperature, it shuts itself off.
Okay.
And if it gets below that, it gets itself back on. Keep it on.
Yeah.
So again, I always recommend electric. Just leave it on electric if you're going to plug it in. But for whatever reason, if you're not plugged in, gas, it heats up faster on the gas side.
Okay. Other than that, it's not a camper.
Oh yeah.
Not bad at all, really. Make sure I don't leak.
Make good use of the.
Oh. That came up. Bad for cleaning, I guess.
Oh yeah. And this hasn't been through wash bay yet, so once we're done here, we're going to take it to wash bay. And they're going to clean it a little bit better for you.
Okay. Well, that's why you're here all day. We get hungry. How do we eat?
Yeah, hungry already. My fully already dinner. Now we do not breakfast and lunch.
Nothing. We came straight here.
Is there any
So
questions
you're
for
ready
me?
for that?
Nope. I'll just have to read what you said. But you can tell me. You can tell me if I do it. And then that's whenever I have to do it. I'm going to go in there and make sure I get that leveler stick on.